Hi, my name's Pete. I'm from Sydney in Australia, and I wanted to enter this, my Datsun 510 or 1600 in the International Internet car show for DeBoss Garage. Um, Let me show you some photos of the car when I first got it. It had been stuck in a shed for about 20 years. So firstly, the inside of the car is full of just cool old interior bits like these genuine 1980s crushed velour seats out of something. Maybe they're out of a Datsun. I've got no idea. They've got holes in them already. You can see it down the bottom of the seat there, but they're just beautiful. And of course, my genuine gritty, I'll just home in on the writing there. If you can see, it says gritty, literally says gritty, which is good because that's what the steering wheel is. It's this nasty, nasty old thing that I found in a Jap wrecking yard, and it's held together by super glue and who knows what. My gear knob, I don't know if you can see the gear knob there, but that's actually made out of my family's old piano. Yeah, that's right. I cut up a piano and I've made it into a gear knob. And you can see just above it, I've got a broken cassette player for all the hipsters. Actually, my stereo is just a dodgy Bluetooth speaker that lives in the glove box, but don't tell anyone there. The other great feature of this car is the speedo. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got genuine kilometers an hour stuck over the top of the mile an hour, and that's really helpful because, to be honest, under about 40 mile an hour, the speedo needle just shakes all over the place, and you have no idea what's going on. The heater isn't sort of connected at the moment, but I have got this awesome Bosch fan, and it helps in all sorts of different ways. What it doesn't do is really keep the car cool, but you know, that's all part of the fun. Aside of that, the rest of the car is sort of original spec, except for the seatbelts, which were just so terrible that I had to replace them. Now, of course, one of the finer points of any classic car is its paintwork. Finer or not so fine in the case of my car, although, you know, I like to think that it's got lots of great features, like for instance these full depth scratches right down to the metal where it's continuing to rust nicely through, and of course we've got a genuine rust bubble in the front there, and there's another mark here on the bonnet. I've tried to get rid of it, but yeah, this paint ain't going to polish out, it just will polish off, so I've given up on that. There is not a straight panel on the whole car, which is something I like as well, because, well, you can't really hurt it any more than it's hurt. One of my other favourite things about the bodywork on this car is this lichen. It was in various places, and I've tried to hang on to it because that's patina, right? It's got to add some value. I don't know if it's going to help the rust or stop it, but what the heck, I like it. Now let me bring you to the part of the car that you guys really wanted to see, and that is a genuine Datsun 180B or 610 L18. It's got some red twin SU carburetors on it, and as you know, the red paint makes them faster, and hopefully the red air filters, which are currently filthy, as you can see, also make them faster because it needs every bit of help it can get. It's put out a genuine 67 horsepower at the wheels. That's right, at the wheels, as dynoed by the great Stuart Wilkins. And it leaks a bit of oil, but it sounds magnificent through the 2-inch sports exhaust, and I give it a flogging. When I got this car, I was told the engine was seized. The previous owner was wrong, though. In fact, it was only the fan belt welding itself to the pulleys and the starter motor. And in true Cold War Motors fashion, and I just got to give a shout out to Scott Newsted and all the agents there who've taught me everything about starting junkers. Once I pulled the plugs and spun it over, actually it had plenty of oil pressure. Of course, I'd already bought a racing motor by then, but it's going to go in later, but that's another story altogether. You might also see a genuine China eBay radiator in the front there. It's a fantastic little unit, and I daily this in all sorts of weather, up to 100 degrees Fahrenheit and over. It never gets hot, and it goes really well. I'll just show you a few other things too. I wonder if you can hear the dulcet tones of the broken exhaust hanger. Yeah, it makes a bit of a rattle. That's another feature of the car that I enjoy. This car gets driven daily, as I said, and all over the place. I give it a flogging, not afraid to drive it hard. If you're wondering, well, you know, 67 horsepower, surely you can't be happy with that. Well, you'd be right. There are some plans for some upgrades, maybe some boost, maybe some injection, maybe a hydraulic handbrake or something like that. But for the moment, I'm really enjoying it, and ask you to give me lots of votes so that I can win, or at least get a t-shirt, because I'm a bit short of cash at the moment. Would like a t-shirt. Anyway, thanks to the boys at DeBoss and all the other supporting blokes. And just as I finish up, I'm just going to give you a bit of a listen to the Rorty exhaust. This was another Facebook Marketplace special. Bought it for like $100 second hand, 2-inch exhaust. Sounds awesome. Check this. Can't do better than that, eh?